Disney is now all of a sudden kind of apologizing for the fact that we alienated our male audience for the past 10 years, about since 2018.
2018, 2019 after Endgame, because it was 10 years, 2018.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh well, we're trying to figure out how to get Gen Z back, which is ages 30 to 18, but they lost all male audiences.
Yeah, they definitely.
Yeah. Now there's some soft males out there. Yeah.
Capital T.
Yeah. But there's some soft ones out there, but the majority of males are still males. They're still men.
Yeah.
And they don't want to see all that shit in their movies.
And now they're like, now we gotta figure out how to get them back. And it was like, you had us. It literally does sound like a woman or an ex that is like, oh, I didn't know what I had till it was gone. Now I want you back. And it's like, no,
it doesn't work like that. Because now we know what you did, and
not saying it's impossible.
Look at you different.
It's not impossible.
It's not, but
you got to work for it. You can't just do the same. Start off and then start doing some dumb shit again.
Yeah.
Because they can right the wrongs or right the ship with moving forward with their stuff. They've got a lot of stuff planned. As far as they've got more Marvel movies coming out. Yeah. They've got Star Wars projects out there coming out.
Real quick though, the problem with that is the people that it'd be one thing if you say, hey, we want them back and we're gonna make changes, but it's the same people that are still doing this that started the problem in the first place. That's the problem. Kathlyn Kennedy.
Lots of problem.
Yep, like Kathlyn Kennedy in Star Wars. Nobody's gonna go see another Star Wars project as long as she is in charge. They're not going.
No.
But
Indiana, she ruined Indiana.
Oh yes, she did. Oh. But if you can, she has been there, so she knows. Now, did she do all this on her own, or did she have her minions telling her, "Oh, this is what
No, I think it was her.
Really?
Yes, because I do remember watching a video where Steven Spielberg met a young Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah, because I think she's been with him, I want to say, since maybe E.T.?
Yeah.
If not
Jaws, something.
Jaws was in the 70s. E.T. was like 82. Okay. But I think it was right around there, 81, 82.
But she, I think he was saying that she came in with her notebook, had all these ideas, and da-da-da-da-da-da. He just told her, like, just relax, your time will come. But she took it personal. And he actually talked about how...
That's the problem.
Yeah, he talked about how she took it personal. And now I'm seeing it as she finally got the helm of the ship, and now she's just doing what she wants. It's nobody but her.
Sounds to me like she's trying to do a lot of things that she couldn't do back in the day.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Now with Kevin Feige, I think it was minions in his ear saying, "This is what's hot. This is what's new. You got a new demographic.
This is what you need to do."
And now Marvel. I feel like the ship can be stirred for Marvel, but Star Wars, unless they get new management, it's not. I honestly no hope for it.
I don't know. I mean, it's a good subject. It's a good question to ask, because I mean, you think about it. It's not only Disney and I mean, I'm sorry. It's not only Star Wars and Marvel and stuff like that Disney owns. They own a lot of other stuff too.
Yeah.
So I mean, any kind of Fox product. I mean, you got the new Predator, any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They got the new the Alien show that's on was it FX? It's all about.
But they're for adults. Disney, the stuff we're talking about,
but they still own them. So
yeah, they still own them.
So they put that stuff in every. I mean, even though, and I loved Prey.
That was a good.
That was a good movie.
That was a good movie.
But it was still.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Woke-ish.
You definitely woke it up a little bit.
It wasn't woke, but it was woke-ish.
Yeah, because it was like Arnold's crew had to go lose so many men, and they had machine guns and all that stuff to fight this Predator. But this girl,
and then
she
she
just had a
comes
bear
in killing
trap,
with a stick.
a stick in a bear trap.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Yeah, we did. But
Can Marvel be or not?
They
Marvel?
made that seem okay. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like this is what happened back in the day. This is actually possible that this could have went down. Saying it was a girl, it's possible.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's
But
wrong.
that's where it come to it was a limit of a. It's not really woke, but it's really not. You know, like they're giving you this is a what if.
That's
Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. That's where Disney needs to improve, and I hope that they finally that they have realized that, and there is nothing wrong with having a female lead.
Absolutely not.
Real quick though, here's where I'm like, it can be done. For some reason,
You gotta do it right.
yeah. For some reason, yeah. My nephews have been watching this movie called K-pop Demon Hunters. It's like
I've never seen it. I've
Never seen
flipping through it, but I know.
they watched it because there was a song called Soda Pop on TikTok, and then they led them to the movie.
Which has come to yeah.
But it's a female-led team hunting demons, and it's not bad. So it's like it can be done. And here's the thing that they did. Here's all Marvel I keep saying Marvel, but Disney. Here's all Disney has to do is let their female leads be emotional, and acknowledge the fact that they have emotions instead of trying to be stern and no nonsensical and.
I mean, there was female leads before all that, though.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it.
But Disney's latest, like Rey, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, and Star Wars, or not Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Captain Marvel. They're not. They're emotionless. They're just stone-faced, and everyone else around them is.
What they need to. Here's who. I mean, if you want to do a female-led movie, right, and make her say an action star. If you want to do action star, go back and look at what Fox or what Ridley Scott did with Sigourney Weaver in the original Alien.
Where she didn't really want to leave. She had to leave. She didn't want to leave.
Yeah, and then James Cameron brought her back with the second one and did Aliens 2, and she was a badass.
Yeah.
In Aliens 2. And James Cameron did the same thing with his wife, Linda Hamilton, and Terminator 2.
But see, that's the thing. They
strong women leads.
They don't let them. Disney want them to be strong right off the jump. They don't give them time to cook. Like let the female lead cook. Like and then
don't immediately just put them in a
like she's strong, dominant. The problem is
we know she's not really like this.
Yeah, and it's like every movie the story is the patriarchy is holding them back from being their true self.
Right.
Like you don't need to let her be.
And I might be wrong for saying this, and I'm not trying to say anything, and I know there's gonna be haters out there that don't agree with me, but that's where. When you do strong female leads like they've been doing for the past 10 years,
yeah,
that's why you have soft males.
Yes.
That's why you have these, we got, I never...
Feminine men.
Feminine men. I've never thought there would be, like, what is it, Maybelline or one of them has a man as their spokesperson.
Right. Like,
Bud Light, or you get a Bud Light.
Yeah, you get something. Yeah, you get a Bud Light. You get something that it's as far as our generation.
That was rules for certain people.
Yeah.
Even Maybelline better have a woman.
Starting with your generation, your age bracket.
Yeah.
So right around your age bracket is when everything started going.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Straight to shit.
They were soft.
Yes. Yep.
Males started becoming soft around your generation.
That's because we're going to veer off a lot because.
Hey, this is not a normal night.
Because after the 80s, no, because I always I listened to somebody named Shahrazad Ali. She's been preaching against feminism for like ever, and she broke it down. What happened? It's like in the 60s, they said that a black household, man, woman, husband, wife, children, was building up to be the equivalent of a white household. So then we get to the 70s, where now they're saying the government was like, hey, we'll give you Section 8 housing and all that stuff to get the man out the house. So like the government planned to get the man out the house. So then now it's just the woman gets money just for him not being in the house. Then what ended up happening is after they got the man out of the house and paid to get the man out of the house, then you get to the 80s, which is the crack epidemic.
And you need
now to get the you got the man out of the house. So now you got the mom in the house. Now you get the mom on drugs because that's the only way to get a mom or a mother away from her child. Just about is putting her on drugs or some sort of substance. Then in the 70s, once you get through the 80s. Now you got the kids that had no guidance. Now they're in charge of the generation. And one way to control them is by putting them in jail. And like by the time, because from the 80s, when you get to the 80s, they're hitting their teenage years. So now they're starting to do crimes and stuff like that. From the 80s to the 90s.
See, I mean,
it happened more in the 90s.
But see, I'm not.
Yeah, because the 80s, the crack epidemic and all that stuff forced the kids to fend for themselves, and then they started turning to a life of crime. Which then put them in...
Which technically wasn't even really a life of crime because they were doing that to grow up, to have something.
Yeah, to
mom
survive.
was crackhead.
Exactly, but that's because that's what the government established in the 80s.
But I don't agree with that either. Because there's some things that you're saying I do agree with in there.
Yeah.
There are some things. But I don't agree with that per se because, I mean, pretty much everything that you were saying is how I grew up.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not a black thing.
No, I'm saying that's why what you're saying, the things that you're saying is how I grew up, but that's not who I am and not how I was. So I don't think that's. I mean, I think that the softness came from when if we're going to go and say that
90s baby.
Well, that came from. Just once they started, everything began being free. When you could work the system, that is what.
Yeah.
When things went bad, because
I think it went bad was when you couldn't beat your kids no more. That's where it went bad.
Of course, once they really got full-blown control, then it turned into... once the government got full-blown control...
Yeah, back when I was growing up, when you got the social service called on you, most of the time, that social worker is like, oh, well, that's normal. You need your ass whipped. Now, you call... social service just because they flicked you in your forehead and then she's going to jail and why?
But anyway, back to Disney. Do you think they can be saved?
Yes.
It's definitely a possibility.
They have to work for
it. They have to work real hard for it.
But hopefully this is a lesson to them.
Yes.
Go woke.
Go real.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ray Sean with the Iconic Podcast 365. If you like what you see here, hit those buttons. We need it. We're trying to get an algorithm. We're trying to get them that 4,000 or something. We got to make something happen.
Ooh.